How's it going, guys? I hope you're all well. We're back with coffee and cardboard.
With actual coffee.
We've got the coffee. We're going to talk about the cardboard.
Jimmy's iced coffee.
So yeah, we've got Jimmy's iced coffee. We've gone
And
for caramel.
we have to double up for the lack of last week.
Oh yeah, and the lack of all the weeks before. We have got Khalifa Farms pumpkin spice cold brew. Because you know what? It's not spooky season yet, but I'll always jump the gun on this. So let's try Jimmy's. Why did I go to South Park for that?
Delicious.
Do you know what? I was about to call you out for chugging it immediately, but I nearly did the same. That is delicious.
No, it happened the first time I ever tried a Brothers Toffee apple cider. Like, it was just pure caramel.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
I had to slow myself down. So, before we get into it, we've not got the top down set up for reasons, but
So we'll just show you up here. But we bought a thing.
we just wanted a fix.
We got We got cardboard for the coffee and cardboard show. Coffee and cardboard.
We were going to open these on stream. I don't even know what year is it. 2022's.
All right. So it's not this year's. It's last year's.
No, it's not this year's.
It's last year's.
So this is the last of the.
You can't get a Prosby in this. Could you imagine?
Oh, dibs.
I mean, it would belong to the team.
And I called dibs. God.
I bought the tins.
What I called dibs.
All right.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Do we do to the front?
No, we'll just
Nah,
go for
let's.
it. Who cares
So-
about commons? Alright, nice.
Okay, this is not nice. So
Oh, God.
I pulled a toucan, a rebuilder, a sun avalon thing, and this was worth money probably at one point. An Albion. No, it wasn't because it had the structure
I
there.
needed a mourner, but Dramatage is just poor.
Yeah, the Albion's depressing.
Yeah, right.
Put them with the bulk because it's alright. It's alright. We've got this. So I can't really like do it in frame. So not that we are going to be pulling random packs from.
We'll just do it off frame and then show people.
Yeah, but then people might go all conspiracy theory and start being like they're just pulling these amazing pulls from under the
Yeah,
desk.
by the look of these pulls, I don't think we'd be lying.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hellfire.
Dual tower.
This was well worth it.
Ruin force.
Ruddy Rose Dragon.
a level 6 worm XEs that I've never heard of, and the Chad card mimicking Man-Eater Bug. Wow, yeah, you couldn't fake this.
Telling you now.
Stop littering.
I'm not littering, they're going in the tin.
All right, Fairs. Right, last pack magic.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Greater Polly. Come on, something.
Oh wow, we got the magical
Oh,
cylinders.
I think you pulled something.
We got Breaking Ruin God. And we got a droplet,
Which isn't...
which
What didn't cover the cost of the tins.
is severely okay.
The only sellable card in this entire set.
And the other thing we got a War Rock Ultra. Wow.
We should have bought more.
Hey, Ice Jade. Wow, that's
Droplet doesn't suck.
yeah. I don't need dibs. Wow. Well, that was disappointing. Move on to the next disappointment. The news, as news tends to be. That didn't go where it was meant to. So, yeah. We are getting the Millennium Rod, and we've got the details for it. It looks reasonably substantial and quite cool, but I bet it costs a fair bit.
Yeah.
Price 1,000.
11,000 yen.
11,000 yen.
God, that's not cheap.
Um,
Hang on, I will get the conversion up now. I know for a fact that does not sound cheap at all.
yen never sounds cheap.
Oh, it won't do. Oh, it's 60 quid.
That's really not bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
well.
it takes batteries. It's got a light on it.
Oh, God. Don't tell me it comes with sound effects.
Oh, I really hoped it'd be like metal. But it sounds like it might be some plastic tack.
Oh, God.
That's depressing if so. We're getting some reprints in the Fire King structure deck, which immediately
In the OCG.
just...
We always forget. We get our hopes up about this every week.
Can you really see them not porting Droll in this?
Of course I can. Especially if it's going to get banned. If people are actually right this time.
If Droll gets banned, I don't think I
Let's
want to
put
play
Veiler in for the 500th time.
I mean, yeah, you need Droll. Why is everyone screaming for the Droll ban? Please tell me in the comments why. We need it. We need a stop button. It's Droll or Maxi.
There's a good
I love
case.
Droll.
There's a good case.
For what?
Like, it's a lingering floodgate effect that can cripple a rogue deck that doesn't deserve to be hit that bad. And then on top of it, you've got a card that literally prevents a deck from playing. So, there are two sides of this coin.
We either have Droll or Maxi. Pick a lane.
I think it's a very necessary evil.
Yeah, you can't have neither, otherwise Laughs in Dark World will put Unbreakable board up and hand.
I think it needs an errata that just says in brackets, if you activate Droll and your opponent has to end their turn as a result of the activation of
negate Droll.
No, not even that. Just slowly drive your foot into your opponent's bollocks. Like, something like that.
No, like, seriously.
See if they can concentrate with poor testicles.
Wow, that's pumpkin-y. So we've got our very classy plastic cups. Because they were left here.
That's it, release Maxi and then offer a full-on kick to the bollocks.
What would you rather, Droll or Maxi, though?
Neither. I think both are completely,
You've got
off the rocker.
Would you rather none? Would you actually rather none?
I'd rather Droll over Maxi any day of the week.
Right, you've got an option.
Well, that's because I'm an Unga Bunga special summon spam player. If I was a control player, I think I'd be advocating for Maxi.
Yeah, but then do they care about... Have you managed to get coffee in your hair?
Yes.
That's incredible.
It is very long at the minute.
We're drinking out of a can?
Oh, that's delicious.
Okay, let's try the pumpkin.
It's quite floral.
Oh, God, that's good.
Yeah, it's quite floral on the back.
Love spooky season. Get in frame.
I'm in for it.
You keep wandering out. So, yeah. Here are your options. Droll, Maxi, or neither. Both
I think we're getting off topic here.
Just tell me. Tell me right now.
Droll.
Thank you.
Anyway, Droll is getting a reprint in the OCG. That means absolute nothing here. But it would be nice if it got another reprint after it got a rare printing in Tactical Masters.
Would you like to put a bet on it right now of £1?
If it does actually get a reprint over here.
I bet it will get ported into that structure.
Oh, Pete, I'll give you a quid if it gets reprinted.
Cool. World Premiere cards. This is kind of old news, but bear with us.
All right.
So these are the World Premiere cards for MP23. So we have a new Noble Knight and Noble Arms card. It's Field Spell. I'm pretty sure we already have one of those. That's quite good. Once per turn, if a Noble Knight card or cards you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one equipped card you control instead. During your main phase, you can banish this card until the next standby phase, and if you do, place one Noble Knights of the Round Table from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your field zone. Then you can special summon one.
Here is your problem, right?
Well, let me finish. Monster I've never heard of, and add one Noble Arms card from your deck or graveyard You can only use the effect once per turn. That sounds like a whole lot of words that sound cracked but aren't, because they aren't associated with anything that the deck is trying to do.
You are on about Infernoble.
Yep.
This is Noble Knight. They are two very separate things.
Play them in Infernoble.
Name one Noble Knight card, other than the XE to make Zeus, that you actually play that isn't Durandal and Equip.
Heritage of the Chalice.
Alright, so they have a little bit of a crossover. But, you're on about Infernoble. That specifically only helps Noble. Forgot about Chalice. I want to swear right now.
Got him. You can take the Time Thief thing.
Alright, this might be dangerous. Let's summon this card as a normal monster. Maybe not. Dart level 4, attack 19, defense. Well, I guess it's free access. Then you can special summon a machine, Time Thief monster in your hand, deck, or grave. That's pretty good. So you summon the dog and then get a +8. If you control an XE that has both a spell and trap as material, banish this card from your grave, banish one card in the field. This would be great if you could genuinely activate it the turn that it was set. But I think they've really... I think they bottled this one. They can't make Time Thief too crap because the Dark Warrior ends up becoming a deck that's problematic again.
I think this coffee has bits in it. Anyway, Spiral Double Agent. If you have a Spiral card on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in defense position, but it cannot be tributed nor used for material for a fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link summon. So they're keeping it. Then both players reveal the top card of their deck. You can only use the effect of Double Agent once per turn. All Spiral monsters on the field gain 500 attack, and Super Agent on the field can attack directly, which is Super Agent and Double Helix, I believe.
Yeah.
So, that's really cracked for Spiral specifically. And every time they are given an inch, they take a damn mile.
Well, as long as Master Plan stays on the ban list, I think they aren't taking it. But they could become a very interesting aggro strategy.
So we're not going back to locking.
Also, machine duplication can fully be abused in the deck now.
Because of Quick Fix.
And drone.
Bears. You're still very out of frame. Come on. Get intimate.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. We got
this. I absolutely love this.
The price card archetype. That map looks fantastic.
It does, right? But I'm gonna go out on a whim here. I think I know what they've done. They've looked at what they've done in the past and they've gone, Diablosis the Mind Hacker. Not making that mistake again. So we're just gonna start printing things that don't work.
They're all vanillas.
Do you know what I want to see? I want to see a spell card just printed in a random set that summons another verse card straight from the deck.
I actually really like the alliteration in this. So, it is another verse Gluttonia. Level 8 Dark Fiend Normal, 2/5 attack.
Wow, that is very illiterate.
Yeah, defense 2k. A massive malevolent monstrosity, devourer of diverse dimensions, who molds multiple domains where only the mightiest dare dwell. That is my favourite flavour text that I have ever heard, apart from maybe Insect Knight.
I think I've seen a few good
Don't
funny
underestimate
ones.
his battle prowess.
I think Bonilla's my favourite.
Bonilla.
Oh wait, no, Suship Shari's just a Yelp review.
That's actually...
You forgot that. It's just a Yelp review.
That's great. The trophy looks great, the card looks great, the art's great. No one will like it because it's a vanilla. Moving on. Told you we were light on news, but here's the metagame report for the OCG. It hasn't changed. Rescue Ace are dominating, and Telements just a little behind. Pirelli following them, and then we get into kind of like just the other stuff. Runic is really getting pushed down here.
And Pendulum Edition are doing alright, actually, but they do also have Electromite and many other banned Pendulum strategies that we are just not allowed to do because apparently that would be too broken.
Yep. Rescue Ace is now like pretty consistently putting the Diabellstar card in there. So that's fun on the board, isn't it?
I mean, it is a free level 8, which is exactly what we need.
Oh, yeah. Diabellstar Gran anyone? Telements is putting Diabellstar in there.
Oh, for God's
I'm
sake.
sensing problems on the horizon.
What does Bellstar do again?
Pirelli is not playing Diabellstar. Conclusion, Rescue Ace, Telements, and Pirelli continue to top.
I'm going to remind myself the text because I forget every week.
The flavor text says Aidan is buying this. Okay, so... No offense if you're from here, but I've never heard of Lubbock. Either way, you had your WCQs, you had an expensive Unchained deck, and you had a couple of other interesting bits, of which we are going to look at now. The Unchained deck is fairly standard fare for the list. Got thrusts in the side. Yeah. A little bit... No, I was about to say light around the hand trap count, but that's
pretty heavy, dude. That's 14.
Yeah, I missed the... Wait, 3... Hand trap.
3 ash, 3 droll,
6,
3 nib,
9,
11.
10, 11, 12.
2 Morna.
13, 14. Yeah, I'm blind. And we are playing 2 Wave King.
I mean, it's a good card.
Yeah, we've settled into the fact that that is the win con, and I'm glad I picked mine up. Just need the Prospies. And we've also got the Rescue Ace, which
Only
is...
200. Interesting.
But they are pivoting it into the Super Heavy. I nearly called them 6 Sam there.
They genuinely won Baron
Baron
that much.
Yeah. What's this? I have seen this before. So would you like to read it?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Out loud for the...
Oh,
people
if the
at
monster
back?
is special summoned face up to a zone this card points to, while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can declare a level from 1 to 8. That monster becomes that level until the end of the turn. You can target 2 monsters with the same level, 1 from each field. Destroy them. So I guess you're fixing your levels of the monsters in order to get a cheeky pop when you could just actually play a card that pops a card.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be blunt there, but bloody hell, Folgo exists.
Dempsey.
Not Folgo, Donadire.
I think Dempsey was good.
Yeah, we said one of them was alright.
Yeah. So you can take 1 level 4 or lower Fire Warrior monster or Battling Box a spell trap from your deck, either add it to your hand or send it to the grave. It's probably Fire Warrior, you know.
Yeah, that one is.
Fire Warrior.
Machine.
That's a machine. That's more than
Yeah,
level
I think
4.
a lot of machines.
Yeah, so it's just literally rotary.
Also, it's his second effect, which is quite important because you can make sure that he doesn't get destroyed by card effects, so you can safely go into the battle phase with him and then make Zeus.
Yeah, we are also seeing Retaliating CC in some high level play.
Oh god.
Moving on. You talk about it because I don't know.
It's Manadium. It's a deck that, yeah, I understand. I know. So basically, it's 2 engines, Scareclaw and Manadium. They both usually make nice, cool little 3-negate boards. But now, they've got accustomed to the whole Bish Bulk and make Hot Red Dragon. You get the gist. It's an FTK. And then if... to be honest, if you look at the main deck, you'll notice that there are absolutely no bricks which facilitate this FTK, which means it is all included in the extra deck. So...
That's fair.
For God's sake, stop printing cards that say your opponent is going to be sat there with a very ugly face because of what you've done to them.
Yeah, so literally, I ended up commenting on, like, someone's video anyway, because they were bringing up the same point, and I was like, okay, so we've had Shockmaster, followed by... What was the next one after Shockmaster? Rongo Bongo.
Kaliuga.
Followed by Kaliuga. Followed by VFD.
There have been a lot more.
S0.
As a thought.
Azathoth.
There have been a lot. They're just all banned now.
Yeah. So with all them being on the list, what is Kaliuga next to be problematic? Can we stop printing these?
I mean,
Thanks.
Caliuga can only be abused by PK at the minute.
At the minute. Literally, we had this debate on this show, and I was like, this...
I'm having fun with it. Leave me alone.
Yeah, no. But we spoke about Crimson Dragon, and I was like, Calamity, maybe. Maybe that card's a problem, and you were like, nah.
I did not say nah. I
Tom?
said there was there was probably going to be an interaction window that made it bad.
Nope.
Or less favourable.
Nope. Tom, do me a solid. Pull the clip up if you can find it. In fact, I will send it to you.
Wow. That petty, eh?
Yeah.
Either way, I think this should be used in a better fashion, where you make Shen Shen and put Hot Red out. Or you make this guy and then put an Omega out. Like, you can do some very cool things with this card. I mean, a Dragon Synchro monster, sorry. So, you couldn't... You'd have to pick a different level 8 Synchro, for God's sake. But that just makes Baron.
Yeah.
I think this should just be used to make better toolbox negates.
I mean, it probably should, but why would you? When you can just make
Just
this
do that.
win on the spot.
No, I understand this now.
So, like, this is also kind of toxic if you really think about it.
No, I really like this.
No, specifically that play. See, you make your Crimson Dragon, you target that, you've got your counter trap, and then you pop out an Omega, rip a card out of the hand. Yeah, so either way, if you're going into, like, you would even do this on your own turn. Rip a card, recur it, rip another card. Like, you're getting that double rip, and you're getting a counter trap out of it, which is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so counter traps are really.
But you can't Crimson into Omega.
No, yeah.
No, because it's got to summon a dragon.
Oh right, what were you talking about with Omega then?
You make Omega and revive it back with Disbatter.
Ah, right. That has nothing to do with Crimson then.
No, I mean, I love that Visis level 8 Synchro because it is a nice budget option for people to use to then get a nice level 8 Synchro negate.
Cool, we're on the same page. You confused me. And I haven't actually read Crimson Dragon in
No, I'm saying I'd much rather pump out Hot Red or this card to make Baron and have this card be a nice, fair, nostalgic, recurable resource in a deck. Rather than this thing existing, which, let's be honest, it won't for very long.
Hopefully not. But at least we're on the same page with it all now. Unlike the last time, which...
For God's sake, you just have to always be right.
No, I just have to remind you of when you were incredibly wrong.
Wow.
Exo Sister, this is cool. This is a deck that I have just picked up this week, started learning. This is really similar. I'm kind of getting used to it. I love the inclusion of Small World. The Magister's Flame. There's a little bit of what's it called? Confliction with the Shifter, which they are not playing.
You know, I don't know what the big fuss is about. I think it's as daft and as boring as it'll ever be.
Well, I think you're as daft and as boring as you'll ever be because there's nothing you enjoy that's new. The spirits are really cool in here. They really do the job. You get a bunch of searches. You make some fun XEs. I like it. It's a cool deck, and it's looking to be nice and affordable very soon, which we're going to talk about pretty soon. Stone Mountain had their WCQ, and we don't know what won, but we know Pirelli came second, Rescue Ace hit the top 8, and Unchained as well. So I think all of those decks were much of a muchness, so we skipped them. Excuse me.
I think they were a similar story as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Veracruz.
Once again, other than Marincess getting a sneaky one in there.
Yeah.
A Runic Vanquished Soul, gotta love that.
Oh, yeah. Marincess was very, very much similar as well. Moving on, and I forgot to...
Sort this out.
Yep, solve. We'll do it live. It shouldn't take a second. So, we have got the pre-sale prices up. These have been fluctuating. What should we have a quick look at for singles? So we're probably looking at the Bestials. Help me out whenever you want, Moz.
They're just scattered everywhere. They just keep scrolling till I see one that's actually, you know.
Okay, let's have a look. So there's a fair bit, obviously.
Right, so the Scareclaw cards, you can pick up that small little engine for Manadium. Up, pretty accessible now. Libromancer cards, they are not.
Very accessible now.
Yep. Obviously, Dynamorphia being a very heavy hitter here.
Dynamorphia is just super accessible. Ice Jade, there's bits of that core. Also, the Adventure Engine is now accessible.
Runic, being cheap. Great idea.
Nah, ignore it.
It's all getting banned.
We can hope.
As I say, there we are. There's a big one. Albulenitus finally getting a reprint. It is no longer a £15 secret rare, but now is a £1 ultra rare. Very much worth the pickup. It can search any fusion card in the game.
That's probably worth just having, regardless of branded.
Yeah, you send it off of Mirror Jade and then set Fusion Destiny, even though you've already recurred branded.
Why do you just keep saying Fusion Destiny?
I love Fusion Destiny.
Stop dick riding heroes.
No.
Please.
Have you seen Stratos' bum?
Damn it, Lord. Okay. Dynamorphia again, like the whole deck is nice and cheap.
Sales ban being 35p.
I did not see them. I'm getting a playset.
I think one of you've already bought Secrets. I think you bought Secrets.
No, I think it was Tom. Nice.
Alright.
Super. That's actually quite a nice little upgrade for the bird.
Do you need it?
No, I've got the commons.
Geek Boy, how bad is Geek Boy tanked? £1.
How much was Geek Boy?
They were about 8 each.
We've got Ice Jade stuff spattered here, but like they were over a lot of sets, weren't they? Destructive
Cannon.
Destructive Daruma Cannon.
Karma
Cannon. Karma Chameleon. They're £2 and they're a priz. They're quite nice. The exclusives are all like pennies.
And only one of them is probably worth the pickup.
The Spiral.
Yeah.
Zelantis at £2 is pretty solid.
Mockracker.
From the Underworld at £3.50 is not half bad. The Cash Tira stuff is quite incomplete, but notably the
Draco Slayers.
Draco Slayers.
Being exactly £1 each, or just a little bit more. That is a rogue deck. The minute Cash Tira is out the format, consider getting it as a nice little side option. Fenrir's being £12 each, so very good staple if you don't want to play the Cash Tira deck in general. And Unicorn tanking to £2 each.
Yeah. I really want to see if Fenrir gets hit before I commit.
Oh, stop it. It's not getting touched.
That is a very, very bad take.
It's not getting touched. Race-off's getting limited and Air Ice Art's getting banned. We're going to love it.
I would love that, but that...
Anyway, Lubellion's £18. They're still trying to cash in on this card.
Black Wings, the new stuff is nice and cheap. Magnamut is £6. So
annoyed. I already bought my Drury Swarms.
Same.
Yeah.
Machinex is only £1. That's pretty good. Full Power Flunder for fuck all money. It's now £2 for Advent of Adventure. Finally.
Yeah, I think you're a bit salty about that.
Why?
You spent about 15 each, didn't you, on the Advents?
I haven't bought Advents.
You not even bought them? Oh,
no.
Right.
Beth now gets Full Power Flunder. Anyone in the team can probably just play Full Power Flunder if Beth isn't using it. Great. And I just hosed Cash Tira on tonight's stream with Flunder. It's fine. It is a fine deck. Dynamorphia, speaking of fine decks. Dirt cheap.
Illusion of Chaos, now 8 from
Chaos.
35 to £40.
Yeah. I feel like Jet Dragon is very worth the mention, now hitting around 5.
It wasn't expensive before.
Ah, I thought it was.
No.
I thought there was a Blue Eyes thing. Disc Coliseum, now £1.50. What was that at?
Similar.
Ah, fair. Pep is a fiver now.
And look at that with the Tom making the awful purchase of the Dragon Lords.
Why? How much were they?
Not £1 each, like 8 each.
Ooh, that's upsetting. I am probably going to grab them. Yeah, Pep. After we've had so many back and forth arguments about Pep, fiver
What
each.
they argued with you? Oh, right.
Yeah, we just...
It was more about who owned Peps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like pre-event flapping. Vice's Starfrost at a fiver. I would wait. It's getting a print in a structure.
I think £5 pretty good from what it was. It was like 30 quid.
Yeah, if you need it right now, then yes. But if you don't, it's always going to be a good card to have, right? Just pop a card and it's a 6 tuner.
Maybe. Depends on what you can generate off the pot.
I would just wait.
Yeah.
Therian King Regulus, £9.
Rura at £7.
Lily Borea at 150. I don't know if that's much of a change. We'll get into the Exorcista stuff, but it's all pretty cheap. This is where it gets exciting for Adventure. £7 for Right, £2.50 now for Water Enchantress, £2.99 for Fateful, and all of it is going to be pretty beautiful because it's all in Prismatic Secret. You've got to love it. Also, the Exorcistas, they are going to be a very nice core because a lot of that is Priz.
Michaelius is now no longer a £40 ultra.
Yep, Welcome Labyrinth is now £3. How long was that at dumb price?
Quite a while.
Yeah. All the runic stuff has dipped pretty hard.
Tips are now £8.
Yeah. So that's roughly what we're looking at for the single prices, but this is broke down a little bit, so let's have a look at the cores. For a Ninja Core, cannot stress this enough, if you don't own one,
Buy it.
I do. Just fucking get it. It's fiver. It's a fiver, and as soon as there is not a prevalent fusion deck, I think it's going to take the piss. What do you think?
I think as an underdog sweeper in the right anti-meta format, then maybe.
With the right pilot. That's...
Oh yeah, you can't stress this enough. You have to be good with the deck.
Yes. But Ninja, like, the Gravity Ninja is stupid. And, like, a lot of the tools...
It is as good as how well you can time your interruptions. I will put it that way.
Yeah.
So, but it is not a bad cheap option.
Meanwhile, I am saying, for a fiver...
Yeah, Maizen will take games
With-
on its own.
Like, yeah, what? So, prosperities, depending how they go in this new rarity collection, because there'll be a super, if you pick all this up at the right time, you have the potential to, like, Doma locals for no money. Well, not no money.
I
but,
don't
like,
think they're going to be cheap.
the Prospies.
Yeah, I still think they're going to be like £18 supers.
It's going to be rough if they are.
They're charging 1-1 for the case pre-orders.
Libramancer. What does the engine do again?
It sets up a compulse whilst thinning your deck by about 15 cards.
That's not terrible. In the right build. Draco Slayer. It's a tenner. This has a lot of like potential when you don't have to worry about just like one of your zones getting locked out.
It's a good road deck.
Dynamorphia.
Brilliant.
It's skill drain. It's a lot.
Its biggest downfall is no
Time.
back row removal.
Mm,
That's it. Loses to control.
yeah.
That's his biggest downfall.
Vices, that is sitting at 45. So that's Vices Scareclaw.
I mean, it's... Oh, if it's Vice's Scareclaw and you want to spend 250 quid on the Mana Diem stuff, because the field spells are not cheap, then feel free.
Blue Eyes as well, now at 25. Now, do bear in mind this is pre-sale. Things can go like up and down. The Adventure Core is 40 for everything. That's all the equips, all the monsters. I didn't even know they had traps.
Yes.
The full Therion core is 40. Exo Sister is sitting at 50. The full Runic core is 50. The full Labyrinth core being 65. Minus, this doesn't have bigs in it, does it?
No, bigs are separate.
Yeah. Kashtira for 50 quid. Now, I did think this was a steal at first.
But there's no Arise Heart included.
But there's no Arise Heart.
And no Theosis, which is still £15.
And Unicorn is at 2.
Yeah, Unicorn is at 2. So you have to toss one in the bin. That's funny, that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm on a diet, I want 5 nuggets, so take 3 of them and throw them in the bin before you give me the meal.
Yeah. Black Wings, I think this is most of the new stuff.
Yeah, it's not complete, but obviously it makes a dent.
It's a good start, and it's a tenner. And the Bestial Core is...
It includes a lot more than you'd think, but I'm gotta be brutally honest here. Get what you need.
95 quid. Yeah.
Get what you need. And it includes 3 expulsion for some reason.
Which is... Why has that been printed?
I think it's quite funny, don't you? Maybe they're bringing it off the list. Just like, we'll try it at 1 again.
Oh, no. No. Stop it.
So yeah, there's 3 expulsion in that. I reckon they're just clearing out the bulk.
Do you know what?
It's like, we have 400 of them. Just get rid of them.
Forget all this. It's boring. Let's look at the QCs, because these are a steal. A QC Firewall Dragon. It's iconic. It's pretty cool. It's 3 quid. Decode Talker. It's iconic. It's pretty cool. Who cares? You're not going to play it. Galaxy is a $5.
It's for those Galaxy players.
Oh, yeah.
Blaze.
Should I scroll down here to side?
Right, so Neos is actually going to see some play. So £7 for a QC. Nice. And it goes with the new Skydive Scorcher version.
Right. Enlightened Paladin. Never heard of it. Blaze Dragon.
It's the anime protagonist card, isn't it?
Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. That is a card that people play, I hear.
No, it isn't. It just belongs to the Odd Eyes deck. And you can't play Odd Eyes without him. He's very much like assist you can't get rid of.
So if you're playing Odd Eyes, then you can have a nice QC
Good for
rarity. $3.99 for a quarter century rare Utopia. I kind of like this because everyone forgets Utopia the Lightning exists, and it just gets rid of problems like that. So if you want a really nice Utopia to slap your bog standard Lightning on top of, there it is.
Or if you want a cool looking black Rose Dragon without owning the ulti or the ghost or the original secrets, then I guess you could slam this thing on the table for only £7.
Genuinely want that for Edison.
Armor Master, I think this is the nicest printing of Armor Master that will actually exist. So I think it only is available in Super, Ultra, and of course Gold.
For £3, I'm 100% getting an
Stardust. I think I'd be mortified if somebody shoved that on the table.
Why?
I mean, it's a QC, an excuse of it looking shiny. There are so many brilliant versions of the card.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want it because it's cool, fair enough. Those are your reasons.
I mean, what version would you go with in the same price
Personally,
range?
in the same price range, I would go for a traditional CT07 Secret out of the tin.
Huh. I'd go for this. It looks like a Starlight.
Alright. It's got a big bloody daft 25th in the middle of it.
I don't know why that puts you off so much.
Oh, it's the...
Sidra.
Yeah, I quite like this.
It's got a big daft 25th in the middle of it.
It does, right? And I'm not going to pick this up, right? I'd sooner have the Ghost or the ulti than that. But it's a shiny Cyber Dragon, and I have commons.
Rainbow Dragon.
You can whack it in Conclave Control, or you can get the nice Secret Rare, which still think is only sitting about 10 to 20.
And then we've got the Red Eyes and the Dark Magician.
I think you should be picking up Red Eyes, Exodia, and Dark Magician, along with the Legendary Collection 25ths, just as a nice little investment.
Long-term investment. Yeah. People will probably just forget they exist for a while. This is not a financial advice channel, and just, you know, if you've got money to burn, then, you know, buy the stuff.
But the ones that are really relevant here, of course, Dark Magician, it'll always see play regardless of any community. Rainbow Dragon, there's always Conclave control. Cyber Dragon is always a nice little rogue deck that will crop up. This is seeing playing Hero again because of the new Skydive Scorcher. Black Rose is a really good toolbox card. This is seen play with Axel Synchron.
Importantly, those three are Edison staples.
Of course, and Black Armor Master, you don't see anymore.
It's an Edison staple.
Alright, well, if you play old school, then fair enough. And then Utopia, it obviously goes with the Lightning toolbox, or the Utopia double one.
Double or nothing, baby. And honestly, Firewall's really compelling at £3.
I guess you can use it
just for, like, I don't know, I can't see it never being, like, somewhat iconic. I know it's been gutted.
Well, it's been destroyed.
Yeah.
It's been humiliated.
Fairs. Either way, Cyberse's deck, you never know, it might find a home, and this is a pretty nice version. So, that brings us back to that. The coffee was pretty alright, apart from it's got bits in it.
Oh, they were nice.
Have mine?
No.
That's what I thought. And that was pretty great. The pumpkin one tasted better, but it's got bits in it. So, I wasn't into that too much, but otherwise, pretty good. Yeah. So, that's been the news. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the bell icon, do all those good things. Tell them to watch the news. This is not our best performing content. We just really like doing it because we have to do it anyway. How are you feeling?
I'm kind of tired. I think I'll go home.
In that case, let's change the subject. We're leaving.